What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another Walking Dead video for the ones who live. Today we have some new photos that dropped for episode 3 titled Bye, and we're going to go through them, kind of talk about what they could possibly mean, and just the upcoming episode, what we could possibly see, and just the theories behind the possibility of Rick Michonne getting out this episode or maybe the next one, and what their plan will be, and just the all-in-all aftermath of what could possibly be Jadis trying to launch an attack against Alexandria or anybody like that, and what Rick's going to do about it, which I really hope is he just stabs her in her stupid head with this little handy-dandy knife now. But before we get any further, be sure to leave comments, like, and of course, subscribe to the channel. It'd mean a lot to me. Help me make that push to 1,000 subscribers this year. But let's jump into these pictures. This first one, we have Rick walking down this hallway, and he's got his red light on. And he's packing with his gun with the 2 spikes at the end to help kill walkers. And I'm not sure where this is located. Maybe this is an abandoned building, or maybe this is very well the tunnels that he was looking to use to get out in that first episode. I'm not too sure about that one because we got that big light there in the background. I'm not sure what that is. He's probably down there just on a general patrol, because I'm sure they do this in certain areas to keep the walker population low as possible. And this may be just on a general patrol, but this also could be him mapping out a possible escape route or just looking at areas maybe he hasn't been before. But I think there's a lot of possibilities with this. This next one seems to be the same area. I want to say this almost looks like maybe a subway tunnel close by, just judging by the pillars and the setup and everything, but it looks like he's come across something that he didn't expect to see, just judging by the look on his face. And maybe it's a large pack of walkers, or maybe it's just something possibly pointing to an escape route. Maybe he's found something that he hasn't seen before on his patrols, and that he gets the bright idea this could be a way to get out of here. So there's always that possibility, which I hope they do kind of explore that in this next episode, because we got to figure that they're going to be trying to get Michonne and Rick out of the CRM as soon as possible to hopefully get back home. But there's still the uncertainty of if they're going to go home or if home's going to get destroyed, but we'll talk about that too. And his next one, this seems to be a continuation of the conversation that Rick and Jadis were having at the end of last episode, where he shows up back at his apartment and Jadis has just let herself in. She's helping herself to his whiskey and making threats, and you can see in Rick's eyes that he just really wants to kill her right then and there when she makes that threat to kill everyone in Alexandria. And you can see it in his eyes really bad, and I felt the exact same way. I want Rick to kill her then and there. He probably has to be pretty careful about the idea of when he's going to take her out, and he probably understands too that her making this threat, she's left him with no choice but to be killed, because she can't go on threatening this when he's done everything to get out. Now he finally has Michonne in there, and so I think there's some big fights coming up, which I can't wait to see, because we did see in the trailers there where we had Michonne and Jadis chasing each other in those trucks. Maybe this is after Rick and Michonne are right in the middle of making their escape, and Jadis is chasing after him. Then we get that scene where Jadis has someone at gunpoint, and I really think it's going to come down to this could possibly be where we see Jadis die, and I hope that's the case. Then we have Michonne here and working in the consignment facility, doing her thing, and I think this is where her cover really starts to fall apart, because as we go into the pictures, but we'll move on to the next one. This is Michonne. Looks like she's in maybe a area that has to be cleaned out. Maybe this is outside of those walls, so I imagine they have to keep that area clear as they're taking out walkers, so she's probably doing that duty of cleaning up the area, because she's got like a dolly cart looking thing going on. You can kind of see what looks like walker bits sticking out the sides of the frame. But then also we have this next picture of Rick in military gear, possibly in that same scene where we see him walking around patrolling, but this could also be a follow-up scene, maybe with Thorne, as she's discovering who Michonne is and what type of person she is, and the fact that she's an A, she's not a B, and Rick's kind of possibly trying to negotiate with her, and just having a probably deep conversation with Thorne, trying to get her to understand, this is my wife, she's who I've been fighting to get out for, and he's going to do whatever he has to get her to understand that. So I really hope that Thorne really comes around to his way of thinking and comes to him as an aid, maybe even helping him and Michonne get out. Then we have another shot of Michonne here. She could be possibly talking to Thorne, or maybe another soldier, just kind of judging by the shoulder there. Not real sure. there could be more than one person that comes to investigate Michonne, as she is a newcomer, and they might notice things that kind of point at her being more of an A than a B. We got another shot of Michonne, probably in that same scene, talking to the same person. Then we have another shot of her. Looks like she's probably out and about in the general public with other assignees. And this could be a trading area or a market area, but it's hard to tell who she'll come across. This could be another scene, as we saw in the trailers for the next episode, where her and Rick come in contact, but they kind of ignore each other at the same time to really not have people notice that they know each other, they are familiar with each other in any way, so they're really trying to hold that cover together. Now this is Michonne, probably in the same scene. This could be her kind of reenacting what we've seen in trailers, where we see Rick seeing those windmills for the first time, and she's probably seeing the exact same thing, so they might kind of do those scenes over each other possibly, or one right after each other, where we see maybe a flashback scene of Rick seeing all this for the first time, because we have not seen that footage within the show yet, so I imagine they will do some sort of backtracking, some flashbacks to really show his first few days or whatever within the CRM, and they might kind of reenact that with Michonne. Then we get Michonne here kind of giving someone a shitty look. This could possibly be Thorne, or maybe this is where she sees Jadis. There's that possibility. Then we got Rick here. This is one we have seen in the trailer where he's talking to Thorne, really trying to get her to understand that she can't expose her. She can't let anyone know what type of person he is, what type of person or what type of leader she is, as she's watching her doing her duties in the consigning facility, that he's trying to get her to understand that if you expose her, they're going to send her away and kill her, because they're going to realize that she is an A, and they do away with A's. Then we got Rick and Jadis talking here again. She's probably following through with that same threat that she gave him at the end of the last episode, and just trying to get him to understand that this is for real. I'm being serious, that if you try to escape, or you and Michonne try to get out, Alexandria will be wiped out. And I really think she's going to keep having these conversations and these threats, and Rick is just going to get fed up. He's going to find an opportunity, and he's going to take her out, whether it be while they try to get out or just right before, whatever the situation is. But I really think he's going to get to the point where he's had enough of her threats, and he's going to shove that blade right into the side of her head or something. That's what I'm hoping anyways, but I really think something is going to come back to bite her in the ass, where she's making these threats, and that she's really going to push it one too many times, and he's going to get fed up and just put her down. Because we have her here in this next shot, kind of, she's just got this, I don't know, she's got this look on her face that's really makes you want to punch her in the face. But this is just probably, again, the same type of conversation where she's just trying to make him understand that she's in charge, and just that kind of attitude where if you try this, I'll kill you, I'll kill Michonne, and I'll kill everybody else. But I just really don't think that's having any effect on Rick, because he knows if he has the opportunity, he's going to kill her. And this is probably also kind of a thing where she's trying to intimidate him, because she knows that he is not intimidated by her. So it's just kind of a pointless conversation where she's trying to be alpha towards him and establish her dominance, because she is in a higher ranking position in the CRM. Then Rick's just kind of got this same blank look on his face, where he knows he can't do anything yet, but if the opportunity presents itself, she's a dead woman. So I'm really hoping to see that. I hope it's a good death if they do indeed take her out. But moving on to the next one, we have another shot of Michonne. This is where we saw in the trailer where Michonne is confronted by Thorne, where Thorne realizes that she is in fact an A, not a B, and that she's a strong person, a strong leader, and someone that is very capable. So I don't know if this is shortly before or after Rick has the conversation with her, that she can't expose her because she'll be sent away. So I don't know. I think her and Thorne might come to respect each other, might form some kind of friendship over the fact that they share, over the fact that they both care about Rick, in the sense where we know Michonne is married to him, but Thorne has kind of come to respect Rick, and she sees him possibly as an ally of some sort. But she's not real open to letting people in, it seems. That's kind of the impression I got from her in the first episode, where she is, we're not a we, it's a you, and just the things that I think that Thorne might do for them, we might be surprised by. Same conversation where maybe they're coming to an understanding, but in this next one, I think this is the last one, where we just have Rick. He's got that look on his face that you don't want to see, where he is plotting your death and you don't even realize it. I think this is in that same conversation with Jadis, where she's just running her mouth, and Rick's going to give it to her when he has the chance. He's going to put her down and put her in her place, and she's going to regret, because we've seen Jadis in that position before, where she will switch sides, she will say what she needs to say to get out of any situation that she might be in, and I think it might come down to it where somebody like Rick or Michonne gets the upper hand, and she's going to try to talk her way out of it, because we've seen it before within the All-Out War, and just she went to Rick's side after they won the war, and just we can see her doing this again. So it's going to be a very interesting third episode, I think, and I want to say it's either this one or the next one that was written by Denai Guerrera, and so I'm really excited to see these next couple episodes. I'm really excited to see how they plan their escape, what they do, the conflict that's going to come with it as far as dealing with Jadis and that car chase scene and how that comes about. So I'm really excited for it. I cannot wait for this next episode. And also with that too, I'm really interested to see if Jadis will follow through on her threat. If they make it out and they, for some reason, either they don't kill Jadis or they think they do, and then she calls in an airstrike or a gas drop on Alexandria, and then Rick and Michonne think that everyone they love is dead without realizing that pretty much everyone that was in Alexandria has since moved on to the Commonwealth because it's more thriving, it has more resources and whatnot, and Alexandria has become a outpost for the Commonwealth. And also along with that too, the walls for Alexandria, the sets, have since come down. They've been down for well over a year now, and so I don't know if they would be willing to reconstruct any part of that for this. There was certainly no leaks online about it. I don't know if anyone was really paying attention down there, but also you got to think there's people that live there, so it's just really hard to tell what they do. Maybe they recreated some of it within sound stages, but you just never know, because there's also the possibility too where people are talking that Morgan could come upon Alexandria in ruins, but I'm not sure they're going to go that direction. I believe that Morgan will show up at some point, and I have discussed this in a couple of videos, so be sure to check those out. I'll leave at least one of them linked up above. But I think the possibilities are endless as far as what we will see, as far as Rick and Michonne making their escape. Will Jadis be killed? Will Alexandria come under any threat or any harm? Or will we see the return of Morgan or some other random Walking Dead character that no one's even thought about? But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and of course, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Help me make that push to 1,000 subscribers. It would mean the world to me. So until next time, guys, take care. Bye.